Alright, how to do problem number 3, the smiley face. Now, again, we go to the website, go to the Acad unit. Excuse me. And we're going to pull this up. Now again, we're going to be creating a smiley face, alright? PowerPoint instructions. If you open the PowerPoint instructions, it's going to pull up step by step everything that I'm essentially showing you here. The video is to help you, okay? So when you pull up the PowerPoint instructions, everything that I'm going to cover, it's also there. I'm going to go to the start file. And I'm going to repeat the process. I'm going to tell it to open with AutoCAD because I already have AutoCAD open. I'm just going to make sure that I save it when I get done, because if you don't, it's going to be an issue. Read only means that you can't mess with my original file. That's why it's read only. And if it comes up like this and I can't see it, I do my zoom extents. If you're missing this tool, if you go to view, it's right there too. And then back to home so you can do your draw tools. Alright. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure the object layer is the current layer. You do that by clicking here. There it goes, come on. When I do it, pulls down, it pulls all the different ones that have been set up for you. Right now, object is the one we want to use, so this is good. Alright, our next step is, again, we want to check our OSNAP. So again, I want to make sure that they're all on. Because if they're not all on, it's going to look like this. It's just easier to leave them on and pay attention, because when you look at the symbols here, they tell you what you're snapping to. So we want to use that. Now, we're going to draw a circle that is 22, 29. So I go to circle. Type in 22, 20, hit the enter key, type in 9, enter. There it is. Okay? That looks awfully small. Sorry, pardon me. It does not look right. Oh, it's because I'm still in the diameter. Make sure you're drawing a radius. 22, 20 is our starting point. Go back to our coordinate systems, and 9 is the size of our diameter. Alright, now we want to draw an arc. And I'm going to show you something. We're going to do a 3-point arc again. And I'm going to type in my coordinates. And I'm going to do this on purpose because I want you to see what happens. Notice how it's going way off. This is one of those times where the dynamic input, that's those little floating boxes, is not our friends. I'm going to hit the escape key. I'm going to go back to my arc command. And this is going to sound silly, but on your keyboard, find the function 12. F12. Hit it. Once you have it turned off, copy the coordinates and it works just fine. Okay? So if you've got your dynamic input, if it's on, it's what's going to give you issues. So you have to hit F12, turns it on, turns it off. So arc 17, 19, 19, 16, 22, 15, enter key. Okay? Alright, next we're going to draw another circle. 17, 21, enter, and 2. If it's not drawing, go back to your circle command. Make sure you've got the command selected. There we go. 17, 21, 2, enter. I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to go to my line tool. 14, 21, 20, 21. Make sure. There we go. 14, 21, 20, 21, enter, enter. Alright. If it's not drawing, it's because you haven't double checked to make sure you have the tool selected. Alright, next we're going to trim. We want to get rid of the top part of the circle. Up here is your trim tools. Here's trim right here. Trim. Space bar. Click the top part of the circle. It goes away. Show you it again. Here are your different ones. Trim. Space bar is a select all. And then you can go pick it. And I hit enter to get out of the command. And now I want to erase that line. So I'm just going to get my erase tool. Click on it, hit enter, it goes away. Or I can click on it, hit delete, and it should go away. Hit escape if it keeps giving you issues. And there we go. Alright. Just erase and get rid of it. Now we want to make a perfect mirror image of this copy. So we don't want to have to draw it again. We're going to image it again. You find a lot in AutoCAD, it's not a lot of drawing. It's actually more editing. You get a couple specific things, then you start editing. It's really interesting how it works that way. But it's easier if we edit it. So we're going to come up in here. We're going to find our mirror command right here where it says mirror. I'm going to put a window around the whole thing and hit the enter key. Oops. Just undo, it's okay. Let's go to mirror. On the whole thing, hit the enter key. I select the bottom here with my mouse, left click, pull it up to the middle, click, and hit the enter key. There you go. So we've gotten our smile for our smiley face. Next, we need an eyeball. Eyeball is a circle. 20, 24, 1. If it's not working again, you got to make sure that you have selected circle, 20, 24, 1. Oops, that's not in the right place. Let's try this again. Circle. There we go. So 20, 24, enter, 1, enter. Now I don't want to draw these again. I want to copy them. So here's how we use the copy tool. Copy. Select the object you want to copy. Hit enter. Then you pick the midpoint, which is the middle of the circle. That's the right middle of the line. And then I'm going to type in these coordinates over here. I'm going to type in 22, 19, enter. 24, 24, enter. Enter. Oops, that's so not right. This delete didn't go away. Try again. Copy. Select your object. Enter. Center point. 22, 19, 24, 24. There you go. There's your smiley face. Now we're going to put a picture frame around it. So we're going to use the multi-line. Draw. Multi-line. Where are we hiding at? No, that's not what I want. Okay, fine. I'm going to literally type in ML because everything in AutoCAD is still based on that. Sorry, give me a minute there. Let's try that again. We're going to draw the multi-line. When you do a multi-line, it draws two lines perfectly parallel to each other. And since everything AutoCAD still in the all DOS, it's still in there, we can type in M for multi, L for line, and it'll pull up a command. So I type in ML, enter, and it's going to say, okay, what do you want to do? I'm going to type in S for scale and enter, and then I'm going to tell it how far apart I want them to be. Sorry, excuse me. And I want them to be 1. So essentially like one increment apart. I hit enter. Then it says, okay, where do you want it to go? 11, 8. Oh, okay, so when it acts up like that, escape. Get back out to the command line, ML enter, scale enter, 1 enter. And then our starting point should be 11, 8, enter. 11, 31, enter, enter. We're going to repeat the process for the next one. So again, ML enter, S for scale enter, 1 enter, 10, 31, 34, 31, enter, enter. I want to explode them. The little box here, let's explode. It used to be a firecracker. A couple years ago they changed it to the explode. So now I've exploded it. See how they're not separate lines? Before I exploded it, if I clicked on it, see they're solid. We want them exploded, we want them as separate lines. So now that when I click on them, they're different. See? Now we're going to offset it. And I'm going to offset it 21. And I'm going to offset each line 21, okay? So offset right here is your thumb. It makes a perfect copy of whatever you're offsetting it. It's going to make a perfect copy of it to whatever distance or size you tell it to be. So I'm going to offset, type in 21, and pick this line, and pick to the right. That line to the right. Line down, line down. Enter key because I'm done. I want to trim and get rid of the outside. It's the same thing as before. Trim, spacebar for select all, and start getting rid of the parts here. I'm going to show you a very commonly made mistake. A lot of people will sometimes do this, and they click here, and it won't trim. The reason it won't trim is because you trim the inside pieces before you trim the outside pieces. In that case, I get out of my trim, and I have to go delete it. I have to go erase it. Remember, if it won't let you do what you wanted to do, hit the escape key, get back out to the command line, and then you can get rid of it. See? Then you change your name. Again. Double click on it. Highlighted. Type in your name. When you're done, click to the outside. Change the date. Save as. Make sure it's going to your E drive. My computer, my E drive, AutoCAD, save. And again, make it as a PDF. So you can go to File, Print, Plot, and change it to Adobe, and then save it into your folder. You can also, same thing works here. If you go to Export, PDF, you can export it as a PDF from there too if it's not working. And then I would go again to my computer, my drive, and to that folder I set up for it, okay? Both work. Both methods will work, just so long as you get the PDF file for it. And then you submit it to Moodle for grading. Congratulations, you've done your basics of how to draw AutoCAD. And if you finish and you want to start something extra for bonus, if you'll go down here, there's a start file for the instructions on how to do your coordinate system. So you're going to draw like your initials or whatever you want to pick. There's a start file, there's a PowerPoint, and there's a video, but that's bonus points. You've got to work it through, through problems 1, 2, and 3. Congratulations, I know you can do this. Do your best. That's all I ever ask.